Chat, I did not realize that today was my affiliate anniversary, which I believe makes it my second affiliate anniversary, because I think I got affiliate November of my first year of streaming, and then this year was my third year of my, like, start of when I started streaming. Jesus Christ, that sentence lost me. So I think this is my second affiliate anniversary ever. I did not realize it was today until I literally booted up OBS to get everything set up for stream, and then saw that, like, I got a notification to, like, that it was my anniversary. Absolutely insane. Had no fucking clue. Really did not think that it was... I mean, I knew it was in November. I just didn't think I was going to be streaming that day. Had I known that I'd be streaming during my affiliate anniversary, I probably would have planned something bigger. But I say that even though we are actually very, very much, I say we, I'm very much enjoying Scarlet Hollow so far. I will say, we will probably only be going through obviously the one chapter as usual. Um, my throat is still a little bit rough. I've got a little bit of a cough. So I may have to periodically mute my mic so that way I can cough without potentially being super, super loud. I do have some tea with me that I will be sipping on periodically throughout the stream that will hopefully soothe my voice as we go. I'm gonna try not to completely die on camera. Camera is not correct, on stream. Uh, just in the hopes that my voice doesn't give out on me during this entire thing, because that would not be fun. Uh, but happy stream, happy affiliate anniversary to me. It feels weird to think that I've been doing this for 3 years. Um, I'm very excited that we've gotten a lot of growth in the last couple of months. It's been very, very exciting that we kind of jumped up on followers thanks to some very friendly folks that have raided into my streams. Just some collabs that I've done over this last year. I think the Repo collab. I don't think that necessarily did anything specifically, but I made some friends through there, which I think helped quite a bit doing those collabs. And I want to do more, but I've been really focused on the Let's Plays lately and doing a lot of editing for that. I haven't been, other than the new logos and the backgrounds and the stream art that I did for oh my god, the October streams. I haven't really done a lot of stuff for the streams as of late. I've been very, very honed in on this Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Let's Play. Um, and I think a big part of that is because it's the first real Let's Play that I've done. And I want to kind of come out of the gate feeling a little bit more prepared. And a little bit more like, I don't know, like I don't want to feel it like I'm winging it entirely. I want it to feel a little bit more put together. Also, thank you, Hex, for wishing me the happy anniversary. I want to say it out loud, not just leave it in the chat. In case you're still listening, I just want to say thank you for the happy anniversary. How do you thank somebody for saying happy anniversary to you? You say thanks on the I guess thanks on the congratulations is that would be it. And I appreciate you hopping in and hanging out. It's always appreciative. I don't have a lot of other updates other than oh my god, yeah. So we think their AC is broken in our apartment because it is not that hot outside and it is still getting up to nearly 80 degrees in my apartment. So we're pretty sure that our AC is not working, which is never a good time. Uh, we are doing our best. I have a fan running in my office right now just to keep me cool. But it is so warm in my office. My throat is still a little bit sore from whatever this sickness I got. Um, but we're gonna power through it. Oh, one more update. So I think I had already stated that I will not be able to be live next Saturday. I realized that actually because of the way that my schedule is working this week, I also won't be able to be live on Wednesday, which means that next week we will only have our usual Stardew Sunday stream, which is a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to get a lot more done in November because I'm planning on taking a break in December, and maybe January as well. And so I'm a little bit annoyed that we're having to take such a break from streams this month as well. It's mildly annoying. But with all that said, I think we're just gonna get right into the game. I do just kind of want to get right into it while my voice is still not destroyed. I'm just gonna adjust the titling there, and we're gonna boot up Steam. Oh my god, I have so many. Oh my god, I have so many games on Steam now that even with them categorized, I still have to, like, scroll a ton just to find the game I'm trying to play. Where is it? There it is. It's under horror, I want to say. Yes. There it is. Oh, fuck. How did I not see that? Oh, okay, okay. All right, cool. I didn't realize that they had already announced the release date for episode 5. Uh they announced it, I guess, back in October 23rd. That was I was like, "Oh shit, is episode 5 already out?" Okay, no. It's not out. It doesn't come out till February 13th. So we're still good for a while, which means we'll probably get a chance to we'll probably wrap up Scarlet Hollow in these next 2 streams. So this one and next stream, or the next time we play this, and then that will be the end of Scarlet Hollow until episode 5 comes out, of course. Okay. I guess we just can we just go from continue maybe? Yes. Okay. Yes, we would like a recap of, just a recap of episode 2, I think, is what we need. Okay, oh fuck, I gotta remember the voices I was doing. Did I give Tabitha a southern drawl, or did I leave her just to kind of have, like... I feel like I should have given her a southern... No, I think we'll just do... Okay, well, okay, hold on. I gotta remember the voices. Because this is gonna... It kind of dawned on me that this is gonna be so much reading. But listen, you better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. I don't want to hear complaints. Just do what I ask, and we won't have any more problems. Tabitha takes a few steps towards the door. Sunset. Winnie, can you fix some of Sybil's new blend? Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'd like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Oh yeah, that's right. We did choose to keep Avery out of the loop. And I think my explanation was because I wanted to try to mitigate the amount of people getting themselves into danger if I could. Although, of course, we then let fucking Oscar know because he just kind of eavesdropped as these motherfuckers were talking super fucking loudly. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it'd be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh, right, Reese. I forgot about Reese. Oh, fuck, I forgot about Wayne. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do these things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left, so it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. I did forget that was the voice I was doing for Becca. By the end of the stream, that's the voice I was doing. Correction, your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. Fucking Tabitha's smile. My dad says our house is haunted. Oh, fuck yeah, the haunted house! Oh my god, are we gonna get to fucking explore the haunted house this stream? Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there! Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Rachel, are you alright? Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Yeah, we chose to go down there and save Becca and, oh my god, what was her name? Becca and I don't remember her name now. And in the process, Rosalina got caught under the rubble. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Oh my god, I already need to take a sip of my tea. Oh my god. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as your eyes flit open. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck in your skin. Still stuck to your skin. Take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As the steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Oh. Oh, damn. Oh, think about someone special. You think about someone special. Specifically, you think about Kanika, the resident goth and one of the most level-headed and fashionable people in town. Fuck yes. Yes. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Oh, nice. I got an achievement for showering. I also get achievements for showering. Whenever I take a shower, my girlfriend gives me a little gold star sticker and tells me good job. Not because I need a reminder or an incentive to shower. She just likes telling me good job. Let's check on the possum. There are 2 of them now. I'm just gonna wave at them. You wave down at the possums. They look up at you. Alright, bye guys. You've had enough of the growing family of possums that live in your dresser, at least for the time being. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna look out the window again. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. Okay, nothing there right now. Check the closet. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Okay. I'm gonna text Kanika. You pull out your phone to text Kanika. Send her a photo of an exhausted Ben Affleck. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Oh my god, they fucking drew it! Holy shit, that's so funny. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. What's the game plan? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Yeah, we'll head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to do up here. It's time to start your day. I love these check-ins. Oh, shit. Hi. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. Oh, hi, Janie. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Rachel. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Any updates on Rosalina? Yeah, they had to take her foot. Really? Holy shit! Oh my god! I thought maybe she would be like in a cast, or they might have to do surgery or something. I didn't think they would like fucking have to amputate. Oh my god. Her dad's lucky she's alive. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Hold on. You can't just tell me Rosalina lost a foot and move on like nothing happened. Just because something terrible happened to someone, it doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Life has to go on, and let me assure you, what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now, shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I personally begged you not to do? I'll meet you outside. Sure, I'll meet you outside. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'd probably just disappear into the wilderness, only to return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. If I'm lucky, you'll give me a call at some point between dousing the building in kerosene and lighting the match. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches you from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Rachel, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. Hope nothing bad happens. Hey, Mal, I promise you, something will. We're going to investigate a haunted house. Something bad is going to happen. And I'm so fucking excited to see what happens. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Thanks. Last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman, and he's a gentleman, and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'll probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course, he's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Why do you clean this place? Huh. I don't really ask myself that sort of question. It's a job, I get paid, and of course I've known the family for a while, so it seems like a decent thing to do to make a little extra money. Plus, maybe one of these days she'll let me really spruce up the place. Can you imagine it back in its full glory? It'd be a lot of work, but what a project. Keep dreaming, Janie. Enough dawdling, we're leaving. Okay. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and enter her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin, unsurprisingly, more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. You drink tea? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Give me one sec. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, whatever. I do a lot of stuff you don't know about. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Just something simple, something easy. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Ooh, Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Ooh. It's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters, too. And for him. Damn, how do I want to respond to that? True strength is not being afraid to show when you're struggling. I forgot that we're, like, beefy and also super smart. I'd be losing it if Miles were my brother. Yeah, I think I'm going to go, that's very Hemingway of you. I like the book smart answers. That's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters, too. And for him. Books are for children. I read expense reports now. Shut up! Come on already, let's go. Books are for children. I read expense reports now is so funny. Yeah, but he's here every day. And I know he comes in to see you every now and then, so I hardly think Mr. Tremaine not coming into the diner for one day is something to worry about. Well, if you say so, see you around, Sybil. You have a good one, dear. Oh, Tabitha, long time no see. Feels like you never make it all the way down to Main Street. Okay. Hey, I'm sure it goes without saying, but I just want you to know that all of us are over at the diner really feel for you. Anything you need, just let us know, okay? What? Avery nods politely and then leaves without saying another word. What was that about? Who the hell was that? That was Avery, Tabitha, from the diner? Okay, sure. Anyways, it's not that important. Good morning, Sybil. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. I feel like I'm just doing a generic, like, old lady voice. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Rachel, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that's happened yesterday. She'll settle soon enough. I'm just glad both my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Ooh. I'll chat with Miles. So, Miles, before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. Or in this case, another 2 patrons. Well, you've never seen the man beside Duke before, but whoever he is, he's big. If it ain't Rachel, Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with me that night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Gee, that's Duke's son? Holy shit. It's a brick shithouse. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. How's Birdie doing? Oh, she's hanging in there. We managed to cut that little critter out of her. Thank God Duke is okay. Love you, Duke. We managed to cut that little critter out of her and stitch her back up, but she ain't happy about her situation. We got her set up in a closet with a heat lamp. Been trying to feed her all her favorite food, scrambled eggs and whatnot, but she hasn't been too interested. Oh wait, that was Bo talking. We got her set up in a closet with a heat lamp. Been trying to feed her all her favorite food, scrambled eggs and whatnot, but she hasn't been too interested. At least she's not out in them woods. How have you been? Hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. Now that we know what's been getting at the chickens, them things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Who's Julius again? The name rings a bell. Julius Tremaine. He practically spits the name. Some cousin however many times removed. Oh, some cousin however many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around and taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. I read about your family feud in the library. Did you now? Weird bit of local history for someone to decide to write down. It ain't even interesting. Those things we saw on Monday are called ditchlings, and they're a bad omen. Ditchlings? Sounds like some old folk tale. Suppose that suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster, besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Rachel. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. This seems just like the kind of job for a guard dog. Now don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith in those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened up in the mines last night. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. It was nice seeing you, Duke. It was a pleasure running into you, Rachel, but we'd best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, what with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you. Oh, it was nice meeting you, Rachel. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gonna make myself breakfast if y'all want to swing by. Otherwise, meet at library and figure out plan. I think I'm good. Not really hungry. See you guys at library. And then it buzzes again. Sliding into the DMs, are we? Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going feral right now. If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. Chat, please. Oh my god. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go after Kanika. I'm sorry, Tabitha. See ya! You follow the directions Kanika texted you and soon find yourself in a disused parking lot hidden behind the shuttered shops on Main Street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van. But she notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it. Hop on in. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. She's so fucking cute, chat. I swear to fucking god. Sorry if this is a weird place to hang out. I'm, taking a mental health day. I kinda need some space from the store. Plus, I feel like ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. Well, you look great. Are you trying to lay down the charm on me? Maybe it's working. Keep it up and see. It's weird talking to myself, doing voices, flirting back and forth. Do you understand how weird this is? That I'm like flirting with myself right now? Like I was fully in just reading the dialogue, but it took me out just a moment to be like, oh god, I'm like talking to myself. Do you think you're contagious? I think I'm just run down from spending too much time in that mine, but I guess I don't know if I'm sick. Kanika pauses to reflect on what she just said and shudders. And with whatever happened to Wayne, I don't want to think about it. Are you sick? Powerful build. I've never been sick in my life. Then why would you ask if I was contagious? Ugh, never mind. Okay, I think that's a relief. Normal sick and cold dust-induced asthma I can handle. Skin melting off, not so much. Sounds like you were having some kind of argument. She sighs. Yeah, family stuff. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama on you. Lay it on me. I'm a fiend for drama. Huh, well, I'm happy to provide. Especially since you were there last night. You'll really get it. Coming out of something like that unscathed and knowing not everyone else was so lucky, there's no way to really imagine what that feels until it happened to you. So, after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like, what happened to Rosalina was my fault. And Mom didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, saying he's young and allowed to make mistakes that I could never dream of getting away with. When we told her what happened, she just said the same shit she always does about family and getting along and send us to bed with tea. Her favorite method of conflict resolution. As if a little hot leaf water ever really helped anybody. What's the deal with her and tea anyways? I don't know if you've seen the sign in the tea room, but apparently tea is life. It's like she thinks she's some kind of witch. It kind of boiled over this morning, though. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off into the mine, saying that if I'd been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have gotten into trouble. Like I'm supposed to be in charge of a sullen teenager every second of the day. While working. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid, or the store, or the million other things I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life, and I'm wasting them in this dying town, keeping a store afloat while my mom just messes around with her old herbs or whatever. I'd made it out of here, damn it. I'd gotten into grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honors and everything. But Dad died. And I came back for the funeral. Then I had to stick around just to help Mom sort a few things. First it was a month, then 2. And now here I am, over a year later, and those few things became my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could, I'd just drive this van all the way to the coast, lie down on the beach, and never come back. What about Stella and Reese? Look, when it comes to Reese, I love the dude, but I haven't seen him in person in a long time. Hardly a reason to stay here. Stella, though, she was so happy when I came back. I mean, she was upset about the circumstances, but she'd missed me so much. And I just haven't made time for her. I know she understands why, but I'd feel awful just driving off and leaving things like this. It must get lonely out here. It really does. I've only known you for like a day, and I already feel a lot closer to you than I do to anyone in this town that isn't Stella. Fuck! Yes! Fuck! Yes! 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 If I'm being honest, all I want to do right now is drive out of here and take you with me. Oh! Are we doing the lesbian thing where we literally just like, we just met like 2 days ago and we're already planning on driving away together? Like, in a van. Maybe tomorrow. Stella made all those ghost hunting plans. I can't skip out on her like that. But yeah, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. And I'm serious. You should come with me. Oh my god. I just got an achievement for making plans to leave town with Kanika. I am so excited. God, and of course I feel like an asshole for talking about all of this now, the morning after a mine collapse. But I guess that's what pushed all of this over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question the direction your life is taking, right? Oh. I wouldn't have met you if you hadn't stuck around. It's not all bad. You're right. I guess some things can come from messed up situations. I'm serious, by the way. If I leave town tomorrow, when I leave town tomorrow, you should come with me. Why leave tomorrow, though? If you're serious about getting out of here, it should be today. I can't let Stella down like that. And before you say anything, this is different than the stuff with my family. I like Stella. How are you doing after last night? Aside from the family stuff. Not great, if you couldn't tell by now. At least I was able to get to sleep once the adrenaline wore off, even if I barely feel like I got any rest at all. Before things got heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery, rejuvenation. It must have been caffeinated or something, because it did not help me fall asleep. But it's kind of helping with the headache, and at least it tastes good. What about you? Stare off into the distance. I feel guilty. After everything that's happened the past couple of nights, I just feel guilty. Like I don't deserve to be doing okay when other people have suffered so much. Me too, but that's just survivor's guilt, right? We shouldn't let it get to us. You haven't done anything wrong. Well, except for snitching to Tabitha about those kids. But hey, nobody's perfect. I'm actually surprised that me snitching to Tabitha has not affected how much Kanika likes me. I appreciate that. That is very appreciated. Thank you, Kanika. Have you heard about what happened to Rosalina? They apparently had to do an amputation. Holy shit. I knew that injury looked serious, but I didn't think it'd be that bad. That poor kid. I guess it's good we all got out of there. Probably could have been a lot worse. But that's easy for me to say. I'm not the one in the hospital right now. It's just not fair. Are we still going over to Reese's place today? Oh, right. With everything going on, I almost forgot. Yeah, I think that's around 4? Here's hoping he's still up for it. I'm dying to know what he's been up to in that little dungeon room of his. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about the guy, even with everything else that's been going on. He's so mysterious. I can't wait to meet this strange basement man. I'm glad you found this Phantom of the Opera vibes intriguing. This is like the third fucking Phantom of the Opera reference that I've had thrown at me, like, this fucking week. Like, actually, no, in like the last weekend, today, somebody made one, also today, and then Thursday night, I also had a Phantom of the Opera reference. It's crazy. It's probably going to be good for him to meet new people. Maybe it'll get him to leave his underground fortress every now and then. I'm going to take a sip of my tea, Jesus. Oh, it's so much dialogue. It's so much talking. Any tips for making a good first impression? I don't think you need to worry about making a good impression. If I know Reese, he'll be way too worried about his own shit to even think to be offended by anything you say. Even if you insult his art, he'll probably just think he deserved it, the poor guy. Don't do that, by the way. It'd be like kicking a puppy. What kind of art does he do? Really dark stuff? It's good, though. The guy's terrible at getting it out there. Not that I blame him, but it's the sort of stuff that'll blow up the second he dies. Which hopefully won't be for a very long time. Sorry to get a little macabre. I hope he lives up to the hype. Go easy on the dude. He's a little shy, so don't expect him to blow you away with the sheer force of his charisma. His art does a lot of the talking for him. His mom's got it rough. Her whole life's probably been derailed by this. I don't trust her. Interesting. So, ghost hunting tonight. That's why I'm still here, right? I'm still pretty sure there are no such thing as ghosts, but I'm starting to lose a little bit of that conviction. After last night, and after seeing those ditch things on the road, Kanika visibly shudders. Here's hoping it's just the pipes or something. I don't need to see any more supernatural shit this week. I still think there's a rational explanation for all this. What happened in the mines was probably hallucinations from gas, and those creatures in the woods are probably some weird animal. Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be so quick to start jumping at my own shadow. There's a million things that might make someone think their house was haunted, and ghosts are real. And ghosts are real, actually, is way at the bottom of that list. I really do wonder what's going on in there, though. Oscar's always struck me as such a rational guy. It seems like it'd take a lot to rile him up like this. Like, if he thinks there's a ghost in that house, there's gotta be something really messed up with that place. Hopefully it's safe and there isn't a carbon monoxide leak or anything like that. Oscar's smart, though. He wouldn't make that mistake. You and my cousin don't seem to get along very well. That's putting it lightly, but yeah, sometimes you don't get along with people. If you have to ask, I think she's a repugnant, selfish human being to her core. And she's a big jerk, too. Did she do something to you? It seems personal. Besides her general bad attitude, no, she hasn't necessarily done anything to me. But her mom tried to buy the general store out from under my dad more times than he could count. She was an absolute snake of a woman, and the apple didn't far from the tree, judging by how Tabitha treats the miners. If I weren't here, I'm sure the store would already belong to the Scarlets. There's no way my mom or Miles would have the backbone to stand up to her. Just another way this town manages to keep its nasty little hooks in me. She and Stella seem like they're close, or at least like they used to be. Yeah, I don't know what Stella saw in her, but they got pretty close in high school. I was taking a lot of online AP classes, so I wasn't around like I used to be. Maybe it's my fault they wound up hanging out so much. It seemed like they were always together, but by the time I got back to town, they didn't seem to be talking anymore. Never really got the whole picture of what happened there, but thank God, it meant I didn't have to see that woman all the time. Maybe Stella brought out a better side of her. Maybe, but whatever side she might have seen, I sure as hell haven't seen it. Wouldn't her buying the general store be your ticket out of here? It's not that simple. My dad worked so hard to keep that store out of the Scarlet's hands. He knew as soon as Pearl Ann got it, she'd have a stranglehold on housing, work, and supplies for the miners. Next thing you know, your town has lost 100 years of progress and you're back in the era of company towns. If I left, it would be a slap in the face to everything my family has worked towards since my grandfather's time. It sucks that I'm the only one in the family who cares about that anymore, but I guess that's life. Crazy to think I might just leave it all for the vultures. I think she puts up a tough front, but she's softer than she seems. As if that changes anything. If a dog bites you because it's scared, it still bit you, and you have every right to never trust it again. It doesn't matter if that dog is nice to other people, or if it only bit you because it wanted to seem tough. She's never done anything to prove to me she's a good person inside. All she does is bark and snap at people. I'd be careful if I were you. Don't go sympathizing with someone like her. Let's share a quiet moment. A soft breeze blows across the lot as you and Kanikas share a quiet moment. I love all the details in this background, by the way. Like, I love the way this van, the van door is drawn. Like, on both sides. I love the laptop sitting on like a bunch of books. There's a photo of what I'm assuming that's a young Kanika, Stella, and maybe Reese? Maybe? I love the little axolotl plush in here. And these little things hanging off the side. I don't recognize all of these, but they're cute. I like it. And the calendar, of course. Both your phones buzz in unison. You reach for them at the same time. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day! Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there in a half hour. Wow, I totally blanked on the Mayor Jimmy thing. It's almost like we went through a traumatic event or something, and I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stella's right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Mayor Jimmy's awfully cute. Guess it's time to see the dog, Mayor. It's a fun time, even if you already know about the Mayor's secret. Anyways, we'll chill with Mayor Jimmy, go to Reese's for dinner, then do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really needed the distraction. And thanks for letting me vent earlier. It helped. Shall we? Go to the library. Nice, nice. You and Kanika make your way to the library. Oh wait, there's the mural on the wall. It's busier than normal, or than usual, and a small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. I really like Stella's outfit today. This is really, really cute. I love this button up with the little ghost. I'm assuming that's a ghost print? It could be a pin. I love it. And the pants, great. The shirt tucked into the pants, amazing. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Rachel to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Oh my god. Yep. He's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and the fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. I love all the dogs on the fucking... oh my god. I do love the idea that if you aren't book smart, you might not read the book that tells you that the mayor is a dog. And this would actually be a surprise. So I kind of like that we didn't get that surprise. We read. We did a bunch of reading. Also really appreciate the fact that in another playthrough, I might actually be able to talk to the mayor. Because I would be able to talk to animals. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part about living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends. And Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Oh, Jesus! Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Whoa! Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, little girl. You're gonna pull a muscle. Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor. I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. I want to know what the beef between Gretchen and the dog mayor is desperately. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Look at the fucking... Oh, there's a little food and water bowl down here. Dog cookies. I love all the photos of the different dogs. This one looks like Mr. Peanut Butter from it looks like Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman. That's awesome. Kanika is quick to follow. Yeah, we'll follow them. It's fine. It's whatever. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Sounds like Gold Gretchen and the mayor may have some unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Rachel? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. Do I just open with, hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave. It seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann? Or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? I think we need an exorcism. Oscar's house is haunted and we're investigating tonight. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualistic. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits, lingering neither in heaven nor hell, jumping out of closets to scare us. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries in the country. I took a whole class on ghosts, so I suppose that does give me a certain authority in this situation. How do you take a class on ghosts? How is there a ghost class? How do you take a class? Like, I can understand maybe studying the mythology or the folklore around ghosts, but how do you study ghosts, a thing that doesn't exist? You can't study a thing that's not real. Like physically, like you're suddenly an authority. You can be an authority on like ghosts as an idea, but you can't claim to be an authority on ghosts, a thing that's not real. That pisses me off. Well, I trust Oscar. I'm sure Mr. Gutierrez saw something. I'm just suggesting he may have misinterpreted a sign from the beyond. A lot of folks are frightened when presented with such visions. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You mentioned Pearl Ann being in a better place earlier. I doubt it's a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course, and if you find yourself in need of the counseling of spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Even after everything that happened last night? No doubt No, not to doubt your resolve, but I know I would need to do some serious praying to work through the emotions from something like that. Heck, I had to pray over it anyway, and I wasn't even there to witness it. Well, if you ever feel like you're struggling and could use a good listener, you know where to find me. It was lovely to meet you, and you have a blessed day, Rachel. I don't like him. I don't think I like him at all. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. Whoa, Oscar in the tank top? Oh my god. Poor Rosalina. I can't even imagine how scary this has been for her. She seems in high spirits right now, but they've got her on some pretty strong pain medication, so I'm not sure she's gonna feel it. I'm not sure how she's gonna feel when that wears off. And it was the whole foot? Yeah, it's bad, but she's alive. We'll both be able to move on from this. We just have to get through the tough parts first. We're here for you, man. Thank you, all of you. Everything feels like it happened so fast. I know our whole lives have changed, but it's taken my mind a little bit to catch up. I feel like such a mess. I hope it isn't keeping me from being the dad she needs right now. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I'd better get going. I was only supposed to come back to pick up a few things, but then the hospital called and said there'd been some big bus accident on the highway and they need the bed, so I have to come pick her up. Even though our house is still haunted, and the only place she can lie down until then is the dirty back room that drove her away in the first place, and Mayor Jimmy Day is happening. Sorry. I'm just a little overwhelmed. It's okay, Oscar. We're here to help. Yeah, we're gonna get that ghost. Could always go ahead and do a ghost bust or whatever we're calling it while you're out, and she'd be able to go right back to her old room as soon as she got back. That's probably a good idea, right? If only, but it doesn't come out during the day. So any busting attempts are gonna have to wait until nightfall. I always wait for nightfall for my busting attempts as well. Thank you. No, thank you for having me. I'm still not even sure I can get rid of it at all. I think I'd have to see for myself that it was gone. It managed to trick me a couple of times, and I can't handle any more surprises right now. I've got every ghost hunting device known to man. You're in good hands, Oscar. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did her best to help her. I'm heading out. It should be dark by the time we get back, so I suppose I'll see y'all then. Oscar hurries off, keys jingling as he jogs out the door. I'm really actually kind of nervous to find out what is haunting this house. Like, this is tied to the greater mystery, I'm assuming, but I don't know what that's going to be. Oh my goodness. Let's head up to Reese's. Maybe we can get him to come ghost hunting with us. Oh no, you're not going to try to get Dr. Kelly to let him leave the house, are you? She'll kick us out for even asking. I wonder if he'll even know what happened last night. I don't know how disconnected he is from the news around town. Jeez, should we tell him? I don't know, maybe we should just play it by ear. Anyways, shall we? Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. Y'all are right. His vibes were bad. Glad you feel the same way. It's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. He did have a weird smile. I didn't really look at it that closely, but I did not like it. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Please don't. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on. I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful. She isn't even nice to you. You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. Oh, you know what? Because I kind of want it to just be Kanika, me, and Stella, and I don't want to get on Kanika's bad side. So I don't think we're going to invite Tabitha. I think it's just going to be the three of us. Okay, I won't invite her. If that backfires on me later on, that's going to be kind of upsetting, but okay. Great, thanks. And if you don't mind, maybe stop trying to involve her in things. Jeez, okay. I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder expecting to see her grouchy face sneaking up behind me. Head to Reese's. Alright, shall we head out? Tabitha might be mad that we're like ditching her again and we're going to, you know, be out late. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. You once again find yourself in front of the Kelly residence. A cold hesitation grips you as the building's history looms over you from the hilltop. A refurbished Civil War hospital and tuberculosis clinic would be a strange and difficult place to live in during the best of times. You can only imagine the challenges of living there with a severe chronic illness. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh, Jesus. It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Rachel, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been restless about making sure I got all the Rachel updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's going on, what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in the van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. I'm going to take a sip of my tea really quick. Ooh, damn. Well, what about you, Rachel? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of sourdough, sourdough? What the fuck? Of store-bought. How the fuck did I... Of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Look at Kanika over there. She's so cute. Also, I really dig this outfit for Estella. This is great. Jesus, the art is fucking creepy, though. Beautiful, but creepy. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. This feels like... This is cool. Also, love the Hellraiser poster over here. Awesome. I can't tell what that poster is. I don't recognize it immediately. But this feels like a bad place for someone to be living if they're already kind of sick, right? Like, in a basement? I don't know. I just don't know. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective. Which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. So, has Stella told you everything that's happened the past couple of days? Every detail. I wish I could see more of it, some of it myself. But, you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you can't just sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Ooh. Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up into my window at night. Really? Is that why you texted me that they looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them too, actually. Tell me what you think. Ugh! He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. These things are fucking ugly, dude. Oh. Okay. That's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know. But I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares till the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. There could be rioting on Main Street, and if Stella or Doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Rachel around being all ominous? Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. Ooh. Interesting. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks. I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. True. We'll all join the worms one day. We just gotta make the best out of what we've got. See? Rachel gets me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Look, okay. This guy probably has non-stop, probably the few things that he's ever reminded about when he ever talks to his mom is the fact that he is fucking sick. Like, I don't want to spend all of this time, like, reminding him that he's sick, you know? I'm sure he wants to talk about other things. Your mom is scary. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a little bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but...
It's about time you showed up.
Stick around for a while.
Arachezi? Am I saying that? Arachezi? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Feel free to hang out. Feel free to say hi in chat. It's good to see you. I appreciate the follow immensely. I don't have a lot to say. If you're not already familiar with what we're playing some Scarlet Hollow today. It's a visual novel horror where your decisions are incredibly impactful on the story. I've already run into a lot of situations that could have gone completely differently had I made different decisions. So welcome in. Enjoy the show. I am doing all of the voices. So I hope you appreciate that a lot of this is just going to be me reading dialogue. Thank you again for the follow. Feel free to stick around. It used to be something that she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. She's just looking out for me. Oh, I'm not flirting with Reese. I'm already down for Kanika. I'm not gonna flirt with Reese. She's kind of hot. Oh! Can I joke about this yet? Can I joke about your mom being hot? Your pronunciation good. Love this game. Doing some lurking before sleep. Oh, I appreciate the lurk. I need to actually set a redeem for people lurking because I keep forgetting to do it and I keep saying I'll do it and then by the next stream I've completely forgotten again. Is it improper for me to comment on his mom being hot in front of him and also in front of Kanika, who I am trying to currently date? Is that a good idea? I don't think it is, but I desperately want to call his mom hot because she is hot. Oh my god. Oh fuck. I don't know. I want to say she's hot, but I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe in another playthrough. Maybe in another playthrough I'll take that risk. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say anything more about your mom and how hot she is. Your art. Oh goodness. Oh my god, I can actually like be book smart. Awesome. Real Goya Black period vibes with a healthy dose of Bexincy? I love that Stella looked over like, what the fuck did you just say? Thank you, I think. Yes, that's a good thing. Then, thank you. I really appreciate it. To be honest, I don't know much about art history. It's not exactly a popular subject in my tiny K-12 rural schools, so my arts education was lacking. I'm working in the dark as far as influence. And you're doing great, man. You know you could gain a real following if you ever posted these online. Just saying. Nah, I think I'm okay sticking to sparsely populated late-night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. Sparsely populated late-night live streams? That's what I'm doing! That's crazy! I don't know how you do it, Stella. Having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads. Knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give them. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art on display is a live stream during ghoul hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings, then you can see them all. And maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'll be able to rest easy knowing someone had retroactively given my life value. That's quite a movie collection you've got. Any recs? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi, Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Is that a real movie? That sounds awesome. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghostbust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'm just going to remain silent on that. I'm not going to comment on that. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in some foul every morning before school. Something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. You want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh, wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing, but I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Dinner's got to be ready by now, right? Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Go wash your hands. I'm not gonna get on the mom's bad side any more than I have to. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by a pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. What the fuck? It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. What the fuck? I wasn't expecting the spooky shit to happen now. I thought it was going to happen later. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh my god! Jesus! Oh, that's so cool, but also what the fuck? Before you know it, the doorknob's turning in your hand and your heart's full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? There's something compelling about this door? No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. Surely spooks are going to happen during the ghost hunt. I mean, I just assumed that the spooky stuff would happen during the ghost hunt, not while I'm having dinner with my friends. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. What the fuck? Oh, I don't like the way she's staring at me now. That sucks. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. It's a position of authority, where her height gives her an advantage point over everyone else. No one at this table does anything without her noticing. It almost feels like, despite the presence of your friends, this is strictly a conversation between you and the doctor. She's the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Good point. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know I... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Oh, I don't think that's a good idea to ask. That's like asking for trouble, right? That is not a good thing to be asking. Let's... small talk. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. It reminded me of what it used to be like when these two would come over. Hungry teenagers eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like I was running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had these little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was that had captured their imagination that week. Like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh God, not the squirrel. I remember the squirrel. Didn't you think the dog could Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Jesus. You're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? What kind of question is that? I'm a doctor. Of course I've seen a dead body. I have, in fact, seen many dead bodies. She's also the Scarlet Hollow coroner, so she's seen the dead body of everyone who's died in Scarlet Hollow, at least in the past few decades. I'm not a coroner, I'm a medical examiner. A coroner is an elected official. I'm just a doctor licensed to do autopsies. But it's not something I have to do very often, and not exactly what I'd call dinner talk, so let's drop it, shall we? Oh, if you're the medical examiner, do you know how my aunt died? She suffocated. Tabitha said she suffered from sleep apnea, and at your late aunt's age, it can be deadly. She should have come in more often, as she let me know she was having trouble sleeping. We could have worked out a solution, and who knows, maybe she'd still be here. No one in the holler thinks they need a doctor until they're 6 feet under, I swear. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I'd know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor's visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play, and it's much better to catch those things early. Oh, goodness. I guess we'll ask about Reese. Does no one in this town have 2 parents? Dr. Kelly's glare intensifies. I should not have picked the first option. Small towns are full of drama. People meet when they're young and reckless, and it doesn't always work out long term. That was such a bad... Why the fuck did I ask that? Plus, these hills are dangerous and the job's even more so. Things happen. Not everyone gets some fairy tale ending. You can find happy endings anywhere, though. It doesn't have to be perfect, but people can still be happy even if bad things have happened to them. I guess living in denial is a kind of happiness, sure. What the fuck, Dr. Kelly? Why are you so, like... Oh my god, like, she's so negative. And why does it make her even hotter? What the fuck? Guess what, Rides? What do you mean? What? Guess what? What? She's a romance option? I know you I believe you told me this last time as well. The fact that she's a romance option is insane to me. She can fix me. She can make me worse. I can make her worse. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. It's just another unfortunate side effect of his illness. Both of us just had to come to terms with it. It's not the life I wanted for him, but it's the life he has to lead. Maybe he doesn't have to? Ow, jeez, Kanika, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, we're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. Isn't that right, Stella? You can kick me all you want. Or you can kick me all you like. It won't change my bold attitude and outgoing personality. You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I don't think having people over is all that rough on me. We'll see how you feel in an hour. What exactly does he have? He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into, a lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk, and it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. Yeah, good point. That last part, yeah. I'm fine talking about it. Oh, never mind. Not a good point. He wants to talk about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill, honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Thanks, Doc. The danger. You're a doctor. Where were you last night when Rose... Oh, that's a little bit too pointed, I feel. You see any weird hairless creatures scurrying around in the woods at night? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way to the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been what? They're these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on the local wildlife, and Rachel and I found a whole nest of them the other night when we... Oh, I see. There's some of your little cryptozoological creatures. I know it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs and animals and doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, and neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces, they're like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. It's like the Pillsbury Doughboy, just staring at you from the darkness. I see. You stay up too late painting your grisly faces, so you started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside, it's just raccoons or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things if I tell you to fit you think what should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. Aside from Reese's mom staring down at the table, nobody's making eye contact with anyone else. Jesus. Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations? I'm not at liberty to discuss private medical information. Are you sure? Not even a little bit? It could help our investigation into the strange goings-on. It's not like you have to name names. Investigation into what? The mind collapse? Your little ghouls? You know, like little ghouls? Little ghouls? You know, the little green ghouls? They jump around. That's my Charlie Kelly impression. That's my Charlie Day impression. I hope you enjoyed it. I think this is the best left to you mean my ghouls? There is a spider. It's deep in my soul. I think this is best left to professionals, Stella, not someone who runs around in the woods with a camcorder. Judging by the police responses so far, Dr. Kelly, I don't think it is. We saw some stuff down in the mines last night that I struggle to explain. Just little ghouls. We're just talking about little ghouls. Maybe if we knew if there were any miners suffering from hallucinations, we could just rule it out as a gas leak, but you were in an abandoned mine. The chances that you were huffing something dangerous and hallucinatory are through the roof. Leave it at that and treat it as a tragic accident it was, not some kind of mystery to unravel. Ooh, have you seen these sick animals lately? Oh, goodness. I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I told them what I just told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was suffering from some cow disease. It's not something I've done much research on. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps or none thereof. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, it looked like there was something pupating inside one of Duke's chickens. I bet those were the lumps on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new, horrible disease to my chronically ill son. I'll leave these discoveries to someone else. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Ugh. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne? Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Rachel around. Super mysterious guy. We have reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help. So please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Ugh, are there any strange illnesses spreading around town? Goodness. What? No. Are you sure you haven't met with any miners who had unusual symptoms? Anyone who seemed sort of drippy or strangely ominous when they talked? Sorry to pry, just doing my due diligence. Absolutely not. I've barely seen so much as a runny nose, which is a good thing. If you're so concerned about the mine, why don't you just have Rachel ask Tabitha? I have no interest in violating HIPAA for your weird little investigation into nothing. Alright. Is it a good idea to ask about this? I don't think it is. I think if we want to remain able to potentially talk to Reese in the future and maybe even investigate the that back door, I don't think it's a good idea to talk about that. I don't think it's a good idea to bring that up. You remain silent, quietly picking at the store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Rachel is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure it'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever gonna change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in that basement alone just because seeing my friends is deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends mid-stop. Oh. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. And he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Oh. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now, it's very much not fine. Now leave. 3 of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. I'm tense. Ugh. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The clicker of a lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like I was forced to try and break into the clinic. Forced? How? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder... What is it like that carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I wasn't there, but I guess I'd take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have something to do with the ditchlings? You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Rachel got. Ugh. There's seriously something wrong with that dynamic. That's probably the understatement of the week. The whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear of Dr. Kelly is a little more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than him just being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. Could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Alright, baby, haunted house time. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Your fists have gotten you this far. If there is something in there, you can take it. 2 hours in, we are busting that ghosts. I'm so excited for the ghosts. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you read over the years. So often the ghosts and stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghost metaphors too? Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. The mural is crazy, guys. That's insane. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Oscar, I'm begging you to put a shirt on. You're just out here. Slutting it up. Hey, you're just in time. Rosaline is situated in the back room. I adore Powerful Build. Powerful Build is so much fun. I love the combination that we did specifically for my first playthrough, which is Powerful Build and Booksmart. So we're the beefiest fucking nerd ever. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get all this sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How is she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop. She's been a real good friend. Rosalie and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into a real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that it was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go, or a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. Same here. It was so dark and cramped in there. I can't be sure anything I heard or saw wasn't just part of a long drawn-out panic attack. Good thing I got audio of the knocking. Real proof that we had a paranormal encounter. Or proof that rocks were shifting around preceding a cave-in. One of the things is just slightly more likely than the other. Yo! Oh my god, Zane's back! Fucking Zane's! I didn't think we were gonna get to see Zane again! Dude, Zane's here? Yo, don't rush off Ghostbusting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. I fucking love Zane. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Zane! Yeah, Zane! I feel like I could try doing like a Shaggy voice. Like, let's go bust some ghosts! Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo! Jesus Christ, he's the best character! Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. I'm just gonna let Oscar. Yeah, you're the dad. I'm gonna let Oscar handle this. I'm not your parent. You decided it's best to let Oscar handle this. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in the library is any different than hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. The answer is no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy. Since when do you use language like that? And And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I could get, and I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that... But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. Oscar, you're too much of a softie. I didn't think it would be this many people for the ghost hunt. I thought it might be, like, maybe just me, Stella, and Kanika, but it makes sense that Oscar and Rosalina are going to join in, and I guess it makes sense that Alexis is here. I did forget that Zane was promised a ghost hunt. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely felt that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Click! Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. The ghost is just scared because I'm here. It knows it doesn't stand a chance. I love that everyone looked at me. Maybe it's chill. I don't know, if I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. If you saw what I seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. That's an interesting point, though. What if ghosts usually are friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, like, I know if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe. But what if my vibes were bad, and I didn't know it? I'd shudder to think of the possibilities. Fucking Zane! I'm so glad Zane's here. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Like, what if I was, like, terrible and I didn't know? Teen interests! Oh my god. Not the teen interest poster. Is that fucking My Hero Academia? Fuck off. God damn it. Feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. There's no way this came out after MHA became popular. Right? Yeah, I guess. I just wasn't expecting it. I also love Many Boys new album. I just love that the fucking name of this, what I'm assuming is a K-pop boy group, is just called Many Boys. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. And your equipment is wrong. Stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. It just keeps coming back. Dude! You have something seeping out of your fucking, like, floor. Like, something is seeping up from the ground, right? It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of a summoning ritual. Could be a gas leak. It could be a gas leak. I think it's something seeping up through the floorboards. Ooh, it could be a rusty pipe. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage, and I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood! Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh, this just got way darker. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch, the floor around it stained in reddish brown. That's fucked. Also, the way Gretchen is staring at it is really sad. Like, really scary. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay. Maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Nope, 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 nope. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least, we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Full of ghouls. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through into the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's as simple as that. That is a really good theory, too. That is kind of what I was thinking, is that when I said something was seeping up through the floorboards, I was thinking something like that. Like it is like flooding of some kind. The water dissolved the caulk. Ad break. Damn it! No! No! It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch on the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? You know what? We're gonna wait a moment. We're gonna wait a moment for the ad breaks to be done. The ad break is in progress. We're just gonna give it a second because this is important stuff. Also, Zane's gonna talk, and I don't want to interrupt. I don't want Zane to be interrupted by the ads. So we'll wait for everyone to get back from ad hell. Okay. Ads should be over. So now Zane can talk. I didn't want anyone to miss this. Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl under another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Oh, God. What? 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 What just happened? You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody there? There was no reply. Call Kanika? Eddie? You can hear something drop violently on the other end, and then a dial tone. Call Stella. Eddie? Who the fuck is Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Kanika, uttering the same phrase. Call Tabitha? I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything? Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor, long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone. Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting you anywhere. Look for your friends in Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. What the fuck? That's crazy. What is happening? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Shh. What the fuck? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Stella? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Am I supposed to have memorized lines or something? I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I don't like the way Gretchen is staring at me. I mean, I don't like the way that any of this is staring at me. Hold on. I'm gonna just, like, take a moment to fucking take in what I'm looking at. Love, by the way, love this, like, switch from the typical hand-drawn stuff to this, like, collage shifting around with little bits of, like, details in here, like the fucking ditchling over here. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. It's got Madoka Magica vibes. I've never seen it. I don't actually know what that is off the top of my head. Oh god, Stella, you're not dead, right? Tell me you're not dead. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. It's an anime and parts of it look like this. Oh, okay. Let her go, please. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her? You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. Foliage? I think that's right. I don't know why I was struggling with that. As you step forward, a single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Walk past the door. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. Jesus. Bells ring as a cacophony rages out. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Junior, pack your things, quickly, hurry. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Fucking rush the shade in the corner. Is the shadowy figure in the corner dictating the flow of events? The last thing you're going to do is wait to find out. You plant your feet against the ground and launch yourself into a powerful tackle. Only you don't actually go anywhere. It's suddenly as if the floor beneath you has become a treadmill. And try though you might, you find yourself comically running in place. Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Unless you're mistaken, you're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of a life. It's almost like the ghost is trying to communicate with you. Interesting. What are you trying to tell me? Just say it! Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Your thoughts are pulled to the symbolism in the room. It's possible the spirit is trying as much to communicate with images as it is with words. There was a goat's head back in the garden, and there's a lamb here. Maybe they're here to mark the passage of time? Keep listening. You maintain your focus back to the scene in front of you. Oh, I just noticed this little fucker in the corner. I don't like that at all. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around in this big house. It's the dog? Oh, I didn't even notice this guy here. That's crazy. Oh, this guy's got hands now. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Whatever you're seeing now isn't the full story. There's more to this than just the mine collapse. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding, opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. There you are. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Jesus Christ, Wayne. Bottom feeders. You try to get a bead on a good angle of attack, but the strange geometry of the room has you at a loss. Talk. Ugh, not you again. Hey man, what's up? How did you get down here? Whoa, he didn't show up in this room on my playthrough. This is wild. Yeah, this is actually... I don't know what's going on. I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. As he approaches, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of the saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? This is weird, but let's walk forward into the void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. I'm looking for... There's another ram here. Oh, Jesus, there he is. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh, Kanika! You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the collapse. Kanika, you better not be dead. You're my right out of here. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So, Edwardine and Charlie. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Something tells you that this secret tryst doesn't wind up working out. I remember reading about Enoch. He took over the mines after the collapse in 1918. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here, then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. You can identify some of the plants in this room. There's Jimsonweed monkshood, Jesus, and what's neither Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. All of them are toxic. Oh, what's either Queen Anne's lace? Oh, an item to quest for when I get out of here. Breaking of bonds requiring a map sounds like a quest. That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. Hey, this is fucked. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. What's doing this? A resident, a ghost, whatever it is you call it, the leftovers of a human existence, festering and forgotten, feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. Pathetic. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. Am I dead? Of course not. I would never let something so weak harm you, let alone kill you. What the hell is going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust. Then I can finally tell you more. There is so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know the way out? I will soon, but in the meantime you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about my friends. The people you only met 2 days ago? I'm sure if something happens to them, you'll recover soon enough. It's not as if your bonds are strong enough to leave a mark when broken. What the fuck, dude? Who the fuck is this guy? You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Where's the goat? Oh, there he is. I don't like this. I don't like this face here. That sucks. This guy's getting worse. This sucks. A figure rises to attention, blocking. I'm definitely going to read this in Zane's voice. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I don't like these noises. Stop moaning in my ear, you freak! Ew! Get away from me! I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry for those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. So you must be the ghost dad. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse? You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. It's also the moans being inconsistent and a bit different from each other. It sucks. It sucks so much. I hate it. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. It's my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Damn it, boy. I may not have it. I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. And at the very least, show that Enoch bastard what for. Oh, Jesus. You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Oh, Jesus, dude, you're a little too close. Your breath stinks. Please move. Please step away. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Stop following me. No. What the fuck? You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. Guess I'll see you when I see you. It shouldn't be hard to find you again. You're very loud and annoying. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. Jeez, oh God. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, my fucking, headphone cable just touched my foot, and it actually made me go, huh! Like, a little bit. I was like, what the fuck just touched my foot? It's just my headphone cable. That should not have bugged me as much as it did, but I am on edge a little bit. Where was I? Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Oh, this must be going back. This one's extra creepy. Is she doing a baby voice? Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. Where's the goat? Up here. Tiny, tiny lamb. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it all move like you. So I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. Fuck you, Wayne. Such fighting spirit. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns like the beach? Towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back in time to whenever this was and tell them everything I know. As if it would do any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne can get in another word. Oh, fuck. Hey, can you let my friends go? Oh, Kanika. A single spotlight remains illuminated. A trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh, shit. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Oh, shit. Eddie? Oh, fuck. That is not cool. Wayne is gone again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Oh, Jesus. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. I'm sorry you died. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What the fuck? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. Booksmart, advocate for yourself. If you're gonna put me on trial, you need to give me a chance to present my case. I'm about to be fucking Phoenix Wright in here. Did the music actually just change? It sounds a little bit like fucking Ace Attorney. Your pleas met with silence, but silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? Oh, goodness. Oh. Sorry, I'm still a little bit like, sick in the throat. I can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let me go. More silence. Keep going. Oof, oof, oof. You don't need anything from me to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody is keeping you here but you. I can't give you closure. A fresh tension bubbles up in the air. You're almost out of this. The memories you showed me were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on me if you're no longer anchored in reality? The jury box is pulled away as you are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. You don't know anything anymore, do you? You don't know right from wrong. You don't know fact from fiction. It's a sad memory of rage and self-pity, and you need to finally die. Oh, after all these years, someone has finally hurt you. I'm gonna find out the truth of what happened to you, Charlie. You can finally rest, because your burdens are now mine. Silence. Did we do it? Oh, Jesus. That's a good line. That's a really good line. I like that a lot. I like, instead of just telling this ghost to fuck off, I do feel for him. I really do. But I'm not gonna give you years off my life so you can, like, go away, I guess? No, dude, I'll do you fucking one better. I'm gonna get you justice, man. I'm gonna figure out what the... Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? You would have had to if you didn't have book smarts. Really? There's no other way out of that, even with, like, other abilities? Oh, that's crazy. Oh my god, I just got an achievement. The Haunted Turnabout. Win a trial. You're fucking kidding me. These developers are, like, in my brain. They know. They know. That like, even the image for the achievement was straight up a Phoenix Wright, like, silhouette. Oh, there is a way, but you might not like it. Oh, God. Well, don't tell me, because there's a chance we find out in future playthroughs. I do plan to eventually, once Chapter 5 comes out, we will play Chapter 5 with this playthrough, but I do also want to do another playthrough with like, Julie or my girlfriend, and see, like, what choices they make as we kind of go through the story together. I think would be a lot of fun to do another playthrough that's not just me playing it, but, like, letting somebody else experience the game as well. And then everything fades to black. You come to in a basement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell, as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are. It looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or there'll be hell to pay. He practically hisses the words. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blowing small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. What the fuck? How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. Rachel, is it really gone? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I gaslit your ghost to death. Yeah. It was a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I didn't have to sacrifice anything. You're too modest. It's a considerable feat to reason with a spirit like that. I can't believe you actually got us out of there. So they were actually in there. I thought it was like... I thought maybe I was like passed out on the floor having a vision. But like, it took all of us? And it actually... like, that was actually them? That is so fucked. And you got our house back. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. To think that ghosts are actually real. I mean, I don't know what hard evidence we have, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excited rattling off theories by now. Oh. She's just standing there. By herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's standing off by herself. Which, like, fair, that'd be normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost. But this is Stella we're talking about. Stella? You know what? I'm gonna go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh. Hey, Rachel. So, I guess ghosts are actually real, huh? Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. What the fuck? She hurries off down the road. What did you do to her? What did they do to us? I think she took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Cold? There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you and Stella are right, and there's another one in the clinic? I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? Oh, God. You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you serious enough. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten in there. Shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. So this thing is clearly tied to the Scarlets, right? Because this ghost only even activated, I think, because we're a Scarlet. And when we saw the other carving in the mines, it it also triggered a reaction from Tabitha as well. So I think this is like some I think Enoch did something to cast like some weird fucking spell over the town for some reason. And it is connected by blood to the rest of the family. What the fuck? Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was gonna make us go in there no matter what. He didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed, and everything's worked out. Things will start getting better from here. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? Christian. No, but he gives me really... he gives me really bad vibes. Yeah. There was something else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Rachel for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following Rachel around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Rachel about him. Just stay away, all of you. Is Sybil in on this thing with Wayne? Because she did not seem all that surprised about Wayne being down there. And I'll be honest, he even seemed like he was warning Sybil. And she's being really, really certain about not letting us talk about Wayne to the others. That's suspicious. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. There's no context. Nothing. But there's a weird feeling. Like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. The character that Kanika was portraying in this weird fucking, like, shared trip that we all just had spoke very, like, knowingly and very, like it felt like some kind of trickster. Does that make sense? I'm not saying it was the devil, but it could have been the devil. What was it like being puppeted? That's an interesting observation. They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was gonna say until the words were already spilling out. But I remember each and every one of them. It's like they were burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you all of you, again. Well, we did bust a ghost. Not to, like, toot my own fucking horn, but, I busted a ghost. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Rachel? Yeah, I haven't forgotten about what we talked about this morning. Cool. Neither have I. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kanika her tea, and we can chat about what just happened. I'll just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. Oh, we're gonna have a private talk with Sybil, and we're gonna fucking find out what she knows, aren't we? Sybil leaves. You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened tonight, the normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road just feels like a priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened tonight. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blended her anger as much as I could. Shall we head out for our walk? Time to go home. You know, the last time we walked home at night, it wasn't particularly the most safe thing. You once again find yourself on the long trek back up to the estate. The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. God, there's ditchlings everywhere. There are. I'm afraid that the spirit you dealt with tonight was merely a symptom of the rot here, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just gonna have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you a witch? She laughed, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Are you lying to me? What a silly question. Would you believe me if I said anything but yes? That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. Damn it! I was hoping we'd get to talk more. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home. Okay, I think we get like maybe a couple more questions. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only... No, I don't... We can find out more about what our family has done later. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. You just believed me? Of course I did. These are strange times, Rachel. None of us have the luxury to waste energy on doubt. Sybil? What is Wayne? He's just a man. He's absolutely not just a man. Ordinary men don't move like that. Ordinary men don't outclass you. No, absolutely not. He's not just a fucking man. He's falling apart and smells like death, but somehow he's stronger and faster than me. The smile briefly fades from her face. Language, Rachel. We don't use words like that around here. I was possessed by a ghost, ma'am. I don't know what the fuck you think. Like, what is he a man, or is he a Muppet? And to respond to your accusation, it's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may have not taken a Hippocratic oath, but I respect the privacy of others, so you are involved. You just admitted that you are involved. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Edwardine? Oh, that was me. Is that what that spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. These sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. As Uncle Ben likes to say, nobody makes it to the top without stepping on a few necks to get there. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Why can't I just go home? Like, to my real home? You poor dear, this is your real home. It's hard to have the sensitivity to feel these things, but on some level, it called you back here. Nobody leaves the holler, at least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Rachel. I feel spry as a spring chicken. I don't think she was joking. I think that might be true. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. Just a sweet, innocent tea. I'm just a sweet, innocent tea lady. I'm definitely not oogly boo. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Rachel. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. It's every night I'm getting fucking scolded by Tabitha. My guy. Leave me alone. I'm going on wacky adventures. She's just an old lady. She's just an old lady. You would beat an old lady's ass over on her 100th birthday, would you? You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's still waiting for you. Or she's been waiting for you. So you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around in secrecy. I guess I was too optimistic. Do you know how stuff like this impacts me? Do you even care? Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Now's not really the time. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edward and Scarlet. I managed to convince the ghost to move on. She's not going to take this well. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? There was like 6 other people there, and they all possessed. They can corroborate everything, I'm telling you. Ugh. Why won't you ever believe me? Why should I? Do you even hear the words coming out of your mouth? It's just an endless parade of excuses. Just so you know, for future runs, you can choose to invite her along. Oh, I know. I thought about inviting Tabitha, and then Kanika immediately shot that down, and I'm trying to get with Kanika, so I'm not fucking around with that, you know? Oh, wait. I just realized, if I had invited Tabitha, would she have also been on trial with me? She wouldn't have been possessed like the puppets. She would have been like... She would have, like, been conscious with me the whole time, wouldn't she? Oh. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? What is he? A sick man you should avoid. A sick man that you should avoid. If I can get him to stop talking to you, I would. He's not the decent man I used to know. There was another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Like last night, that was gas. I'm sure whatever you thought you saw tonight was similar. Maybe you had another seizure. All the more reason you shouldn't run off and not tell me where you are. What if they're what's making all this supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second that there is something supernatural happening in town and that these stones are causing it. What are we supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question. But also, I've got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably in your imagination, because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folks love to self-flagellate. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. I think I should go to a doctor. All the passing out in visions and hallucinations. This could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives, and if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. We'll leave it at that. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night, and you fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. Oh! Oh my god. I was waiting for another big thing to happen in the bed. But I'm glad that nothing happened. Holy shit. Episode 3, man. What the fuck? We only have one more episode available until we are kind of done for the game for the time being. So we will definitely knock out that before the end of this year. And then hopefully by next February, when the episode 5 releases, we'll get a chance to continue this playthrough. And then likely start another playthrough with somebody else, most likely. I don't know who I'll do first. I think it'd be fun to have Mo on here, just because I've never really had her on the streams before. It would be very different. We likely wouldn't be using the VTuber model, just because we would have to probably be sharing a mic. And so that means that the model wouldn't really work, because I have no way to differentiate that stuff. And I don't really have a way to record that stuff without potentially, messing up my mics. So for the time, for those, we might just do no VTuber, just all game, no breaks. But we'll see. We'll figure that out eventually. With that said, we are going to raid out. Let's see who is still currently live. There's actually quite a few people live when I started this. Let's see. You know what? We have not raided out into this person yet. This is a relatively new friend that I found. Sometimes I just like to see who is thanks for the stream. It was fun hanging out. I did absolutely fail the plan of falling asleep. Damn. Oh, that's too bad. But I appreciate you sticking around. I found this person. They were playing Kingdom Hearts on their TikTok, and this is like their first time they've streamed in 2 weeks. So I think we'll raid on to them. A new friend, Cherry Mado, someone that I followed recently. So we're gonna raid out into them tonight. So make sure you grab that raid message. Raid message. We can copy and paste that and let them know that the riot is coming to them. The soothing sounds of dying old man didn't do it for you? Yeah, come on. Soothing sounds, dying old man. Come on. That doesn't help you fall asleep? Helps me fall asleep every night. Yeah, Cherry Mado is playing marbles on stream, so it'll be a fun little thing. Also very nice and relaxed, hopefully, after the fucking insaneness of this stream. Thank you all for watching. I will unfortunately not be live tomorrow like I normally am. I typically am live every Sunday. I do have a lot of plans going on in November, so streams are going to be a little bit strange as we get closer to the holidays, as I imagine a lot of people's schedules are going to get very busy as we get closer to the holidays. So no stream tomorrow. And then, unfortunately, because of the way my next week's schedule is working for work, I will not be live Wednesday or Saturday, which means next week we will only have our Sunday stream. So it's a little bit unfortunate because I did want to hopefully get more Scarlet Hollow done sooner rather than later, but I guess we will just have to tackle that a little bit later. So the next time I see you guys will actually not be till next Sunday for more Stardew Valley. If you are not already in the Discord, make sure to get that Discord link by typing !Discord. It'll give you access to entire Discord. We post art on there. I post the schedules on there. There's plenty of channels to hang around in. I like to post little updates on my collections. I collect Transformers and action figures. I also read a lot of comics, so if you're interested in talking about comics, I'm always down. With that said, I desperately need to get out of my office. My AC is definitely broken. My office is incredibly warm, and I'm dying. I will see you all next time. We're going to raid out into Cherry Meadow. Go say hi. New friend, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I will see you all next time. Let's let them know that the riot is headed to them. Thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your night. And don't let ghosts possess you. It's not good for your health. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Bye. Oh, actually, hold on. Before I leave, I just want to say very quickly, thank you, Archezi, for the follow once again. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for just hanging out. It's always, always appreciated. Okay, now I'm actually going to go. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for watching.